my life. I can only be one man. This my life. This my life. It's only one story I can tell, dog. This my life. This my life. This my life. Yeah.
All right, everybody rather. Or I said rather. I done had too much. I ain't even started. All right, y'all, we back. You know what time it is. Bang, bang, get me in the gang. It's your boy J-Dub, the boss. You already know I'm here with my boy Self-Explanatory.
What's good with y'all, feel me?
Hey, I got my boy Yob Gibb.
Yo, back in the building, you already know.
Y'all remember Cuzzo, Camille.
Millie J in the building.
Hey, we got a special guest today. Sherelle's in the building, Miss Sherelle.
Hi.
So today, man, we all came together. You know, Cuz said she wanted to bring us here to talk about single parenting and how we felt about that. So what you got to say about single parenting, Cuzzo?
I just have to say that single parenting is definitely not for the weak. Okay? You cannot be a weak person to raise kids by yourself. Or majority by yourself, halfway by yourself, none of it. But I think it's a good topic to speak on. I think we need to get the point of view from a single parent, someone who was raised by single parents, someone who was raised by grandparents. You know, we got all different views here, so let's get it.
Okay. So
Let's get it.
how many of us are parents? Just us three. Okay.
Three.
And single parent. Okay. Now, were you raised by a single parent?
No, I was raised by my grandparents. Unfortunately, both my parents weren't able to be in the picture, so.
Okay, and you were raised by a single parent?
Yeah, like when it started off, my mom and my dad was married. You feel me? And then they got divorced, and then after they got divorced, then my mom raised me and my brother by herself. So that's me.
Now, when your mom and your dad divorced, did your dad separate himself? Like, did he grow distant from y'all because your mom and him got a divorce? Or?
Yeah, like that's kind of like what happens. Like they got divorced, and then once they got divorced, I stopped seeing my dad. Well, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because it's kind of, I ain't gonna say a weird story, but it was like my brother stayed with my dad. I stayed with my mama because my mama raised me and my brother. But the crazy part about it is, like, everybody think that my mom is my brother's mom, but we just got the same dad, different mothers. But my mama ended up fighting for custody, got my brother, and then she raised both of us. So, you know what I'm saying? He was over there, then I was with my mom. So I kind of like saw him on the weekends when I ain't gonna lie. Like, it felt like when he felt like seeing me. You feel what I'm saying? But other than that, that's how that went.
She got full custody of y'all.
Yeah, she already had full custody of me. Then she fought and went to basically went to court and got full custody of my brother. And then she raised both of us like from there and then on there. So that's how that went.
That's a hell of a woman.
Yeah.
Right.
That's why I tell people all the time, like, she raised me and then a kid that won't his, because she was just like, she just want my brother to be good because she was raising him ever since he was 3 years old. So that's how that went. Shout out to my dudes.
Hey, so I'm gonna say this. Well, you already know. But when it comes to, I'll say, single parenting, what does that mean to you?
So me and somebody had this conversation the other day, and the person was like, "So are you a single parent, or are you a parent that's single?" And so the difference between that, I guess you could say, is a parent that's single, they're not in a relationship, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But I am a single parent. Like, I've been raising my sons by myself. My oldest is 18. So, and of course I've had help from the fathers also, but being a single parent, you know you're a single parent, you know what I'm saying? If the father or the mother, whoever is the single parent, if you're not there going to school activities, talking to your kids every day, getting their emotional side and getting to know them as a person and taking them to doctor's appointments and, the things that parents do. If you're not there doing that, then that parent is a single parent.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I like that. What about you? What you think?
I'm definitely a single parent. Most definitely not a parent that is single, meaning his father is not like there doing anything at all. And I don't expect it. I don't chase it down. I don't reach for it. And I do it purposely because just as much as he knows he has a kid, he's mine too. So I do what I have to do as a parent. And I don't know. It is what you make it.
Okay.
Single parenting is what you make it. It can be hard if you make it hard. It can be as simple as you want it to be. Meaning, if you change your perspective about how you are parenting and why you are doing what you're doing, and you're decisive about it, it's typically not as hard as people make it seem, unless there's multiple. If there's multiple children,
hold on
yeah. I'm only speaking because I only have one child.
You have one,
If there's
that's
multiple
right. That's
children,
right.
then yes, the level of difficulty changes, most definitely.
Now,
But-
I just want to know if you're in a relationship with somebody, is that still single parenting? Even though you're not
If-
with their father?
If you have a immature partner, yes, it is.
Yeah. And also, if you're not married to that person, then yes, you are a single parent because
Right, because anytime something can happen, y'all separate,
at
right?
the end of the day, yes, and they're not responsible for that kid.
True.
They don't have to, but if they love you, they will. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's their choice. That's their decision. That's who you want to deal with.
And I asked that because I feel like this man right here will say, I'm a single father, right? Yeah. But I'm like, I've always had somebody helping me. You know what I'm saying? If it was like, I feel like when I hear single parenting, to me, I feel like that's someone who's doing everything on their own. That's just how I feel about it. You know what I mean? Because you know how they say our child's raised by the village or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it does. It takes a village.
So I just look at it like, okay, unless I'm by myself, doing this stuff by myself, to me, it's not single parenting.
But the village is only helping you get by throughout the day so that you continue, or that you can continue. But when it comes to the actual genuine, more in-depth needs of a child, you're doing it by yourself.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to break
And
down.
that's the part that matters.
Yeah.
Somebody watching your kid is not pouring into them. It's two different things.
But you don't, I mean, I feel like they can. Just like my mom used to
They
take care of my
can?
daughter, right? You know what I mean?
But
And
how many people you know really gonna care for your child the way that you care for your child?
understood.
Okay.
But there are people like
There are
grandma,
people, because my stepfather, my mom was married, rest her soul in peace. She was married to her husband for like 30 years before he passed away. And when I say like that's my father, that's my dad, like he raised me like I was his own kid, me and my brother. He only had one kid by my mother, but he never treated none of us no different.
But how often do people get that?
Not a lot.
So with
Not
your,
a lot.
With your mom, it wasn't single parenting because he was in the picture.
Exactly.
Okay.
She could never say she was a single parent.
Okay, and then that's how I feel sometimes, like being in relationships or anything is like, yeah, I mean single, but if I'm like in a relationship and this girl is here with my daughter, taking care of my daughter, doing things for my daughter, you know her mom's not doing it. But if she's willing to do it, she's doing it. That's not single parenting. It's kind of co-parenting, even though she's not the parent.
Correct. I
That's
agree.
co-parenting, yeah.
I agree.
I agree with that.
Okay, I just want to make sure. But I still, I do things on my own, yes, for my children.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like single parenting, or just like my youngest daughter, she lives with her mother.
Yeah.
And I only get her during the summer or when breaks, any break from school. That's when I see her.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like, you get what I'm saying? I don't feel like it's single parenting unless if I want in the picture, like I'm my second child, I don't do nothing for her. I don't see her. I pay child support for her. That's it.
Yeah.
So her mom could say, I'm a single parent, right?
Right.
Because I don't see her. I don't talk to her. I don't do nothing
Yeah.
for her.
Yeah.
So that's single parenting to me. But if you have any help, somebody, willing to babysit for free, your mom's, your dad, whoever, that's not single parenting.
Okay,
To
but
me.
I disagree,
that's
though.
that I disagree too,
Yeah.
because
Right.
at the end of the day, those are not the kids' parents.
Facts.
Right. Right.
They're just loved ones who love them and love you enough to take some of that stress off of your shoulders.
Now, what is the definition of parenting?
What is the definition of parenting?
So
Honestly, I
the
don't know.
definition, and this is not coming from. Let me see the source. This is coming from healthyplace.org. This is like a health page, and it says parenting is the act, process, or responsibility of raising a child from infancy to independent adulthood. It goes beyond basic physical care to include nurturing a child's emotional, social, and cognitive development, while also instilling personal and social values.
And that's why I say no matter what situation you in, it's single parenting. Because like you had said, it's raised from infant all the way to like adulthood. Because I mean, no disrespect to any stepmoms or stepdads, but it's just like I feel like it's just some genetics that sometimes like some people come encounter with, where it's like even if a step parent came in, they ain't gonna understand because it's not their blood.
That's not
it ain't where they came from. It's like they ain't gonna understand. So that's why I say like no matter what, it's single parenting, because it's like if the two people who created that child ain't under one covenant, under one roof, you feel what I'm saying? Like, and they still gotta go separate ways. You feel me? It's like it's single parenting. Because like even when my mom got divorced from my dad, like she had like one boyfriend, that nigga name was Wilt, man. I hated that nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna lie, I hate that bitch ass nigga. You a bitch, nigga. You a bitch ass nigga.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? So,
You see this.
you know what I'm saying? Like, that is
Yeah.
so just like, that's why I say it's like, nigga, you can't relate to me. Like, you just like my mama, and you just in here to like, try to show me shit that I ain't even into. Like, let's go fishing. Like, yeah, I go fishing with you, nigga, but I don't fuck with fishing, nigga. Like, this is what I like. You know what I'm saying? When my dad was around, he knew what I like, and this is what the fuck we did. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, that's why I say still single parenting, because it's like, you still got to think of the kid who still got to learn how to mesh with, maybe if your mama take this person serious. Because my mom, she didn't bring motherfuckers around, so I guess like after she talked to them for like a little minute, then you know what I'm saying, when they came around, that's when I knew it was kind of like serious. And she ain't never really had like a whole bunch of people around, so I'm like 2 dudes out of my whole entire life, like that was it. But like that first nigga was just like, we just ain't clicking. So it's just like, to me, it's still single parenting, because I won't go into him for advice. I still want my mama. You feel what I'm saying? So that's why I was just like, for me, in a sense, you know what I'm saying? That's why I was like,
I mean, he wasn't your trusted adult. So.
yeah, he wasn't
But
no
it
trusted
means
adult.
it wasn't in a parental kind of place. You know, you just wasn't. You know,
Yeah,
willing
like
to
he was
accept
cool,
it.
respectable. I just couldn't like click with the dude. You feel what I'm saying? With my mama, like that's why I was like, at the end of the day, I feel like it still was still single parenting, because like I ain't go to that man for nothing. Then after a while, you know what I'm saying, my mom like left him, leave him alone, moved on type shit. So that's how I feel about it. Then with my dad, you know, he got remarried. Went over there, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, I ain't really care too much for his wife, but you know what I'm saying? So that's why I was just like, I was still just talking to my pops. So it was just like, for me, it was just like, it was still single parenting for me, because it was just like, I couldn't relate to the dude my mama was talking to, or the, you know what I'm saying, my dad's wife. So that's how I was like, at the end of the day, it was like, nothing went through her. Like,
Yeah.
it was just like, she come pick me up, but it was like, hey, that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still would be respectful, but it was like, I won't go into her for no motherly advice, or I won't look at her as like no mother, like, really shit. You know what I'm saying? But that was my little brother's mother, but yeah, that's about it for me.
I'm a single parent, all in all. There is no man in the house. I'm not in a relationship. I am solely responsible for the entirety of my son's everything, mental, emotional, and
Exactly.
physical. So, I mean, I can speak from just a genuine single
Like
parent.
Dad said, you said you got a son. So
Yeah.
exactly, I feel like even if you probably did take somebody serious, like that's all he knows is you. So he gonna feel super comfortable with you before he feel comfortable to
Definitely.
be vulnerable with some other like person, and that was just me growing up. You know what I'm saying? So
True.
that's why I say I still feel like it's still single parenting.
So, do you feel like you can teach him how to be a man?
I feel like I can teach him how to emotionally respond as an adult male.
Okay.
Teaching him how to be a man, the physical aspect of it, definitely not. I don't know how to change a tire. Bitch, I'm calling somebody else. I don't know how to work on cars. I don't know how, but I'm teaching him things that I've also had to learn. Yard work. I'm teaching him that. I'm teaching him independence in a lot of different ways, just to make him an overall better person as far as his character and his mental and emotional stability, how to handle himself properly as a man as he grows. I teach him how to cook. I teach him how to clean. I teach him the necessities and like the basics of being independent, especially as a young black male. But most definitely, I pour into him to learn to control himself, how to solve issues instead of getting overwhelmed or just I'm teaching him how to be emotional. That's the part that I pour into.
That's very
him.
hard.
And that's good, bro.
Yeah.
That's real because like my mom did like the same thing. Like she taught me how to cook. She taught me how to be articulate. Like on the weekends, it's just like certain things. I feel like a woman teaches you it's like real nurturing.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's
it's
where
like,
that
when I left
nurturing
my
come
mom,
into
it's like, I can
parenting.
honestly say like I knew how to treat a woman because of like the type of mother that I had in my life. You know what I'm saying? So that's why like, when you said those things, like it's just like real because it's like you know how to cook, you know how to stand on your own, you know how to clean, you know how to keep a house neat, you know how to decorate, you know how to do like a whole bunch of stuff. So you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like
And
it's
also,
super
not only
efficient.
do I, tell him or teach him how to do it, but I also teach him the why behind why it's important to be. It's not just, oh, do this, do that, don't do this, don't do that. But then it's like, but why not? Because that was me. When somebody told me don't do it, why not? You ain't
And,
told
and
me
it's
why not.
nothing, and it's nothing wrong with it. That's just part of being a child discovering life. Is you want to know. You're an investigator. You like, why is this like that? Why is that color like
Right,
this?
right.
Why are they standing over there like that?
But as I
Why they do
age,
this?
especially bringing up a teenager, you can't just say, "Hey, kid, don't do that," but you're not explaining the why behind it. Don't explain why it's dangerous. Explain why it can get you in trouble or the consequences that it can lead to that clearly you are not thinking about, but I can see further ahead than you. This is why I'm going to explain to you why you shouldn't do it. Ultimately, anybody's going to make the decision that they want to. But at least as a parent, I can do my part into guiding you in the more
said the
correct
keyword,
direction.
guiding.
Yes.
You said the
Because my
keyword.
thing is like, I'm not trying to control my child. I don't want to control you. I want you to learn and explore yourself, who you are, before just I don't want you to go to nobody else. Like come to me.
You don't want
I
the
want
world
to.
to.
I don't want. I don't want just anybody teaching my son anything. So I make it my duty to step in and guide him when it is appropriate. However, I also have to watch myself not to step in every single time as well.
This is tying into the conversation that we had
I
on
was
the
about to say on the
I
last
like
last
that
podcast.
answer.
Oh,
That was a
last
good
show.
answer.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
that
tying
answer.
into it.
That was spot on.
It's tying
That was spot
into
on.
it.
You gotta step back, and I caught myself, especially as a single mother, and there not being a male around to give a different perspective of how things can or should go. Because me being a mother naturally is, oh my baby, I want to jump in, I
It's
want
that
to
nurture,
save
yeah.
them, and I don't want him to feel nothing.
Right.
But what am
But
I
you
doing?
gotta let him
I'm
fall sometimes.
actually hindering him way more.
Yeah.
So
I
I
feel like
also,
all parents do that. Period.
Yeah.
Because I do it with my daughters.
but I also have to take accountability and say, hey, I have to stop doing that, because if I step in every time, then he's gonna feel that the world is supposed to step in for him when things get tough.
Yeah.
You're not gonna know how to make a decision. You're not going to know how to sit with yourself and like really come with a solution. Think of a solution. So now if you have an issue and he comes to me and he complains, well, what are you gonna do about it? I know what you can do about it, but what do you think you should do about it?
That's real.
You do
Right,
open
that's
that
like,
open the
you
question
know.
there. That's
Right.
good.
Because I'm like, I don't want the adult man bitch, if you get it. Like
That whole part.
Yeah. I don't want that, and I can see how by what I do and the decisions that I make and how I choose to guide him now is going to result in that as he ages. So I'm choosing to purposely step back when it comes to a lot of things now, and it's hard for me to do. So, but that's also a part of parenting. That's also a part of my
It's
growth.
learning. It's no
Yes.
manual.
We
But
all
right,
stay-
but
It's no
you gotta
manual.
you have to grow as a parent as well.
Exactly.
As your child grows, so do you.
And one thing that I have learned from, having multiple sons,
Yeah.
they it's different. You're a different parent with each. Each child does not get the same version of you.
Nope.
Definitely not.
Each child does not get the same version of you.
So does that mean you're showing favoritism?
No.
No. I don't think that, but a lot of people feel that way.
Break that down.
A lot of people feel that way.
No, you're
Between
not.
the two separate. Yes, please
You're
break that
not.
down.
You're not having a favoritism, and my sons probably would say I have a favorite, but I don't have a favorite. They all get on my nerves equally. You feel me? Like I
But
be
no,
wanting to smack all on them,
It-
but no violence. I ain't gonna smack them.
No, what you said, like, it go to it's a movie. It's a black movie. Damn, what's her name? Loretta something. And I think it got Chris Brown and
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
and she was talking about I don't love you no more. I love whoever needs mama love the most at the time.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And that's how it is. It's no favorite. It's who needs the love the most at that moment.
And also, okay, so when I had my oldest son is 18 years old. I was younger when I had him. He was my first child. So I was learning how to be a parent with him.
Exactly.
He taught me how to be a parent. You know what I'm saying? For real, from learning experiences.
I get it. I just got
From
something
learning
else.
experiences. Yeah, because it's no manual, and some stuff, like when stuff happens, you don't know. Sometimes you might not know what to do.
Right.
Because I had a good parent, but my parents wasn't the type of parent that I am. You feel me? My mom, she wasn't. I'm more emotionally with my son. Like, I will tell my sons I love you all the time. My sons tell me they love me all the time. With my mom, she showed me that she loved me, but she never told me that she loved me.
So you're
I
very
mean,
much-
she have told me that she loved me, but you know, like on a regular basis.
So you being the parent that you needed when you grew up.
When I grew up, exactly. I always say I treat people how I want to be treated. You know what I'm saying? So when you said it tied back to the conversation that we was having on the last show, you do have to give your kids those experiences and tell them your point of view and how you would handle the situation and stuff like that. But you also have to step back and give them space to do what it is that, and it's hard. As a single parent, it's hard giving them that space, because you like, dang, why the other parent ain't here giving them that advice that they may need from a male point of view. You know what I'm
But
saying?
that's where that village come into play. And you know, it may not be the
You got a
ideal.
brother.
You
And
know,
I-
and
I-
you got
you know my
there's
brother.
figures.
I know.
You know my brother. Hold up now. You know my
That's the
brother.
type of people that need to step up. Just like
I
me and my
always-
nephew, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if his dad really in the picture like that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't seen him in a while, but
I would not want my son receiving any advice, suggestion, guidance, learning anything from a man that I personally would not want my son to be like. So you got to be careful who you allow your son to be.
Now, look, but
That's
like-
why I always
Because
pray,
like, I
God.
don't like you. I don't want my son learning from you because you are not
mean,
a
like, look.
stand-up person.
I ain't a saint, but I know how to keep a young man out of getting in trouble. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Like I can.
Correct.
Yeah, cause like I mean that's true. Cause like my mom was like her, and I had an older brother. But like I said, there's many different single parent scenarios. So it was just like growing up. It was like okay, well, my mom got custody of my dad, so it was just like the father figure in my life at that point in time was my fucking brother. So it was just like, you know, my mom was very, like, I don't know, protective. So she ain't had, it wasn't like no revolver. You didn't see, like I said, I only seen two. Now I'm 37 now. So I only seen two dudes she ever talked to, you know what I'm saying? Like the whole time being with her, like, boom, bam. So it was just like, this person I looked up to as, like, you know what I'm saying, as a man, is like my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like you had said, then it was like other people I would soak into. But it's like my mom would never let men come around us that she wouldn't deem, like, somebody, like, worth looking up to. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody who know my brother, so it was just like he taught me some shit. Like I felt like that. I felt like, you know what I'm saying, it was very utilized growing up. But as far as like a male father figure, like, you know what I'm saying, like an outstanding citizen, you know what I'm saying, whether he ain't perfect, like, you know, career, job, boom, bam, like I ain't have that like in my life, like growing up, except for like the 2 dudes that I seen, and then it was just like other than that, it might been like my high school counselor. You know what I'm saying? Will Evans. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like he was like a role father figure to me because he got me into the Sigma Beta Club. That's the reason why I became like a Sigma. You know what I'm saying? Like a whole bunch of other stuff. So it's just like he had said, it takes a village to raise like, you know what I'm saying, a child. So it's like the people that my mom deemed like, oh, he a positive influence, like cool, boom, boom, bam. But like just anybody, it was like, nah. Like,
No.
Because it's like when you think about it, now you're trying to be funny. It's like that's how like some niggas in the youth is. That's why they join like gangs or end up scamming or end up doing like some crazy shit. Because you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, it's like they had some big homie or they had something they had nothing to look up to, but it was like, oh, this man getting money, or like, oh,
they do that.
this is what it is to be a man. Like I see my brother, like he was popular. Girls like him. Say at one point in time, it's like I don't know what the hell I gotta do to get to that status, but you feel what I'm saying? Like I gotta get it there, and it's crazy because my dad was the same way from afar. You know what I'm saying? Like he was always a dude who had his own car, had a nice house, like whatever it was, and it's like women liked them. So it was like from the men that I kind of like was like, you know what I'm saying, reaching out to or like looked up to, was like they always had that. So it was just like I gotta have that. But then like when you get older, you see like, yo, that ain't it. So it's like I understand when my mama was protective, but it's just like as us as men, you know what I'm saying, we just trying to find something to like reach out to, but that's just how it is on that spectrum. That's all I gotta say about that part though.
Now, let me ask a question though, because I know we were talking about like favorite child and stuff like that.
Okay.
So you learned, of course, with your first child, but you have 3.
Mm-hmm.
I have 3, and I'm gonna say this because I heard this a lot. Who gets it the worst? The first child, the middle child, or the last child?
The
I said
first.
the first.
The first.
The first child gets it the worst.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I'm the first of 3.
You ain't got no guy. Like
You.
Okay.
there's no guy.
I'm the
You-
first.
you
I'm the
trial
first
and
of 3.
Yeah, like,
I'm the first of 3. Exactly.
Okay.
You just
So
they
trial and
just
error.
learning to be a
So I'm
parent.
gonna say this because I feel like the middle child gets it the worst. I'm a middle child, right?
No.
I ain't just
No.
My kids
Listen,
would say he's the favorite. My kids would say my middle child is the favorite.
Now
If you let them
let
ask.
me tell you, I'm gonna say this, bro, because with that first child, like I said, you're cautious, very cautious.
Very.
You know what I mean? I'm talking about I ain't want nobody holding Jay, bro. I ain't want nobody touching her. Nigga, if you cough, get the fuck out. Like nothing, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Who that holding my child? Oh, that's my cousin. Nah, fuck that. Get my daughter. Like, you know, like for real, bro. I did not play that bit.
Yeah.
So it's like, but with the second child, you like, I done this before.
Yeah.
Go ahead, cuz. Goddamn, yeah. You can keep him. For real, I ain't trying to be funny, but that's how I felt. With the second child, because you just like, you more comfortable now. You know what you got to deal with. You know what's up. You like, oh, shit, that's all right. They, kids get sick. You know, first time your first child gets sick, you just like, oh, my God.
Oh my God.
Oh, my
Yeah.
God.
To the
I'm
ER.
going to the doctor. They like, man,
Something.
it's all right. He ain't got no fever. Like,
No,
you need to
something
do
wrong with
Right.
Do something, you know. But my second child, I'm like, oh, it's okay. Put a little rag on him, throw a little, you know what I'm saying? That's just how I
medicine
feel.
back though.
Yeah, like, you know, that second child get it a little bit worse, like, cause
Oh, God.
you comfortable now. That's just how I feel. That's why I asked though.
Now,
But what about the
last
third
baby?
one?
Because after 2,
I guess that's
Now the last one, I say this because they the baby.
They
They
gonna
the
be
baby, so they get that treatment. And my daughters tell me all the time, oh, cause they
Do
like
they, though?
they be like, Daddy. They tell me they do.
Because some
Because when I get my youngest daughter, right? When I go get my
youngest,
youngest daughter,
yeah.
she be like, oh, Daddy gonna cook us a good meal tonight. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, what you mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, now every time you get her, you come back and you cook a big meal for everybody.
It
Like,
depends though, because you got some people who have the babies that let the other babies raise the baby because
true that.
you know, so
True
it's
that.
not necessarily always good.
But
per
I know
se.
with me, I don't feel like I do that, but I do
Yeah.
that because I feel like when I have them all of them together,
Yeah.
now I can do everything because I don't want one child to get more than
Oldest
the
is in
next.
charge. Listen to them.
I hate that feeling like, you know what I'm saying? If I do something for one child, I feel like I need to do it for all of them.
Yeah.
That's just me. And now you
But there's
fucking
no,
up.
but it's
I'm
not
not gonna lie.
nothing wrong.
If you're
There's
messing up in
nothing
school,
wrong
you
with
messing
that.
up, then it's like, all right.
Because
see,
you instilling on them just
we're
because
going to
somebody
the zoo.
got something
You go in
everybody's
your
supposed
room.
to get.
You know
That's
what I
not
mean?
how that goes.
Say it
Like
again, I'm sorry.
everybody is special. And everybody don't have to get something when one person gets something.
You're right, but I just feel like as a father, I'm like, bro, if I go shopping for one child, unless it's your birthday, if I
Yeah.
go shopping for one child, I gotta shop.
You
for
gotta
all of
shop
them,
for
bro.
all of them.
I can't
yeah.
walk.
Like- it's
I
like-
can't go get one child. Now listen, with
Now, if
children,
you going
you
shopping
gonna-
like
you ever had children? They gonna get in your back seat when you got that one child instead of all of them. You trying to go to McDonald's? You see what I'm saying? Don't tell nobody.
Yeah.
We got to go to McDonald's and throw that damn trash away before you getting back in my car. I don't want nobody to say, "Well, y'all went to McDonald's." Like, for real, bro, it's like that. You got to sneak around with your kids just to do shit, bro.
But what's your perspective?
But-
Why do you
but-
think?
The thing about it is, though, with kids, though, you have to have personal time with each child. When you have
Of
multiple
course, yeah,
kids,
you do.
you know what I'm saying? So
They all
something
different.
that I would,
They all different. None of them are like
Yeah,
all. They
yeah.
all different.
yeah. So something like that I would do with my oldest son, I might not do with my youngest son.
Right,
You
right.
know what I'm saying? Or I might not go with my youngest son. But honestly, like my youngest son, he's spoiled. But he is the
He the
most appreciative kid that I have.
Mm-hmm.
Like my other kids, nigga, they think that money grow on trees and that we rich and that whatever we want, mom gonna get it. So
Yeah.
let's just wait to the last minute and she's still gonna get
Last
like
minute keyword.
Yeah,
I
but
feel
my
like, yeah,
youngest
you
son,
know
he-
something about that, don't you?
he be on point.
Today.
But that also brings me back to that question that I asked.
Uh-huh.
Does our trauma?
Oh, does our
affect
childhood
it?
trauma affect
Because
our
when
ability
you
to raise our
said-
children?
Yes, because when you said that you do have to give each individual child their own time, but what about those parents who don't have the emotional capacity to be able to even give any child that one-on-one time? They feel pulled in so many different directions, especially when there's multiple children involved, because they themselves have things unresolved that they've never sorted through. So they're overwhelmed with the presence of their children even in one space. So it's go in your room, find something else to do. Here, give them this tablet every time they cry out or they yell, scream. One, they arguing. Oh, figure it out. There's no.
I don't know.
discipline.
I
There's
never
no
been that
stepping
type
in.
of
There's
parent.
no-
Me neither, so I get it,
but
but
again-
it is
And
parents
I
like
can't,
that,
and
though.
I'm not trying to throw shade
that-
towards
that
nobody who
comes
is
with-
that type
with
of
that
parent.
mental health.
Because
It comes with mental health service, like you, like, and that's the
You
big
have to
taboo
give a
word for the
therapist.
black culture.
I'm trying
is
to
that
tell you.
we don't believe in mental health. We don't believe like, oh, you need to go talk to somebody. Oh, you crazy? Something wrong? Like,
Right.
but it's
I don't
nothing
care.
wrong. Like, and
But
we
you
don't.
explain that's the healthier part of parenting, but then
I mean, there is a
But
very
it
unhealthy
took
part.
for me to go to therapy to learn stuff like this.
Because
correct.
My sons
But
are
have you
in
parented
therapy.
before you went to that therapy.
Yeah, I mean, I parented, but I probably wasn't the best parent.
Because like our
You get what
generation
I'm
is
saying?
it's like the first generation. I feel like in black people, in a sense, it's like talks about therapy and going to therapy. Like our parents, like I don't know what generation your parents in, but it's like they weren't raised in that culture. So that's why I'm
Yeah.
like,
No,
they was
yeah.
raised in like family business. You better not say nothing.
Yeah,
Ooh,
of
You know what I'm
course.
saying? So it was just like. Kind of
Lord,
like you
that
had
was a
said, like you
trigger.
had said, like our kids are raised off our
course.
trauma. Because I don't have kids yet, but it was like I was like, yo, whenever I be a dad, I'll never be the dad type of dad that my dad was to me. Or it was like my mom was always there, so it was like I soak in all the good, and I'm like the things that won't like right or whatever, like I'm gonna let them know or whatever. Because crazily, you know what I'm saying? Like my mom took me to therapy at some point in my life when I was like a little, like you had said, you took your kids, or my mom took me, so it was like I went, stopped, and then when I got older, it made me comfortable to go. But then, like, I see other people, like, even like my grandma or whatever it is, or other people, like, they didn't grow up in that. So when you say something like that to them, looking like, man, like, I ain't about to go there. Ain't nothing wrong with me. Like, that's the first thing I feel like every niggas, ain't nothing wrong with me. Like, I ain't going there or woo, they reject it. But it was like our generation, like, I feel like got more of like a open and brighter horizon to it because some of our parents was like, break a generational curse saying like I'm gonna teach them something different. Yeah, a lot of us still say
Yeah.
fuck it, but
They feel
like
like it make you soft or something.
It's so,
bro.
like
yeah, but
we,
like our
listen,
generation is like the first
but that's
generation
just
where it's, like,
that's
talking about it.
unfortunately that's that stigma. See, but with that come for me when that like you thought of soft or weak. That's a male, thing like we.
Now, I don't personally
that.
think that,
But that's
yes,
this,
what you
it,
hear.
that, but that's
Like,
ingrained.
like you said, I
But
don't
that's
think it-
like we don't have to talk about it for it to be ingrained in us naturally
exactly.
to do. Like that's our first thought is, damn. When you go talk to somebody like, damn, I'm weak, I'm soft, like I can't handle this shit. I ain't no man. Like that right there comes from a male perspective. But just in general, we gotta, like I said, we gotta learn how to break these.
I mean, I grew up in a
generational
household where my
curses,
grandfather was like, "Don't
in
put no
real
earring
time,
in
I
your
still
ear."
watch
You know
it
what
with
I'm
my
saying? Men don't do that.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
That's the time he grew up in.
Right, and I, you know,
And that's
then our
that
generation was the
time.
generation to break this
But-
shit 'cause
but
we
things
put bubbles
change.
in our ears. And next
Right.
thing you know, like
Everybody
Right.
doing
It's
it.
it's
Like I remember when I got this. I was in the 7th grade when I got this. It was cool. Like I wanted to get both, but everybody was like, "No, you
bro, I
you
look,
be
look
gay."
right here. Look, I do not have no hole right here because I was taught that you only can have one hole.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
I had to wait till I was
I'm very symmetric. I don't know if it's a Gemini thing, but I'm very symmetric.
I was in
My
college.
left. Exactly.
If you get it in the right ear,
And my grandfather would say that. He's like, now if you're gonna get it in your ear, get it in
Get it in your left ear.
Like it mattered. I mean, he
if
didn't
you
really
get it
care.
in your right ear,
Yeah,
like
everybody gonna think you
gay.
But he didn't really care. But you know what I'm saying? Just throwing it out there.
Yeah, that was his day. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was saying, like, all of us, like, are evolving. And, like, that's the beautiful thing. Because I always want, like, you know, like, Jay and them, like, when they get older, like, you know, they're the trailblazers of this shit. Because we did the best we could with whatever situation we grew up in. So it was just, like, what this generation gonna do next. Because a lot of us did break generational curses. But whether you think about it or not, like I be giving you your flowers, like, all the time, nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, nigga, you one hell of a dad. You feel what I'm saying? Coming from a nigga who ain't had a dad, who wish he had a dad, nigga, the shit. Then you pulling up, you know what I'm saying? Like, trap means, you know what I'm saying? Look, this nigga down there with the whistle.
Oh, yeah.
you get to
You know what
complain
I'm
about
saying?
spending
Because he
$60.
Yeah,
wants to
feel
be.
like,
He
exactly. You
wants to
breaking
be that
generational
dad.
curses and shit. Because I be like, you know, we have talks and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, that's what we all just trying to do. And it's just like, when they get older, hopefully they learn from us. Like, because you be in your kids' life. So you always be preaching.
They
to them,
gon-
like,
they
let
gonna
them
have
know
that
what's up.
different
So it's like,
experience.
okay, like, she gonna do better. When she has
She
kids,
is.
She gonna do better.
I mean,
Like,
it's
that's
guaranteed.
just
Like I'm not,
like,
you know, jinxing,
I mean-
but it's guaranteed. Like
I kind of feel like I'm happy that my daughter's with me more than her mama. To be honest with you, you know what I mean. But like the reason I go so hard, bro, 'cause my daddy went hard for me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I grew up with my grandparents, but like on the
I used
weekend
to
I'll
love
go to my
seeing your
mama's
daddy.
house, then I'll go to my daddy's house. You know what I'm saying? I'm all over the place, bro.
goddamn.
Oh, the horse choker. Yeah, my daddy always pulled out a
Every
wad of
time.
money, and that's what I'm
Oh,
saying. So
Lord.
shit, I don't
Every
know, you know.
time.
He would give me a wad of money. Get it to your mama. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, my daddy. But I want to be like my daddy. We every Sunday, not every Sunday, but every other Sunday, we going to Wheels, Fantasia, King's Dominion, Carowinds. Like we're doing shit all the time.
I do.
But
see
my
that.
daddy never came to none of my games, so that's why I do this shit with my daughter.
Because
Because I was like,
But
you know
giving
what?
them, you giving them something
Now
that you
he
didn't
did when I
get.
was little, but like middle school, he ain't coming to know my basketball. He had to work. But I'm the type of person I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take off. You know what I
just
mean?
said
Because
something.
it's certainly I hated that. You know.
I got
Go
it.
ahead.
Let me. He said that we are all giving our kids something that we never had. I got an issue with that. Reason being is because we're giving our kids what we never had. Okay, of course, yeah, that's all cool. But is it what our kids need?
Yeah,
Is it genuinely what they need as the children that they are right now? Us giving them the life that we didn't get. Okay, but is it actually what they need? What is it doing?
Some of it is, some of it ain't. I ain't gonna lie.
I mean,
Like, when you
it
think about
depends on like, especially if you giving them a nicer home than what you grew up in, but you still teach them those. It's all about. It goes back to those values that you instill in them. It don't matter where you go. You can grow up in the projects and still raise exceptionally children. You can grow up in a mansion and raise shit ass children. It's just about those values that you choose to instill, and with those values, it come with what you naturally do as a parent. Because children gonna see what you do, they gonna emulate it, they gonna take it and make it their own.
Yeah.
And whatever, and it don't matter how much money you. And that's a question. Like money. It's time.
Which a lot of people
Like we'll
that's
quickly
the
give
thing,
and
a
they
lot
think
of
that's
parents,
okay, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's that time.
They want to make
that-
up for the physical things
Yeah,
that
not
they
only
like,
the
but they're
time.
not acknowledging that you're not meeting your children emotionally
Yeah.
where they
where
need to
they
be
where
met.
they need to be met at. Like
It's like not only
That's-
the time, but like the intellectual intelligence to let them know, like, okay, like you had said, it's like how you teaching them, like, you know what I'm saying. It's like my mom gave us a lot of like shit. I ain't gonna lie, but it was like shit too, like yo, like she made us earn it. So it's like people like, oh, you was spoiled, but I was like, nigga, no, like I really had to earn everything I got. She's like, oh,
She
you
taught
these
you the
video
value
games
of
or
things.
Value
whatever,
of what
like,
you
yeah,
get.
nigga, you got chores, and these chores gotta do Monday to Friday, and on Friday you get $20. So she like taught me the ethic of motherfucking work. She was like, don't nothing in life come for free. So it's like everybody work. Like you had said, you taught your kids to cook. Like I tell my mom, like, man, I want something on the weekend. She's like, all right, cool. Next thing you know, we in the car, and it's like, you want this? And she's like, here go the ingredients. They be on a piece of paper. Now go through the aisle, find whatever aisle, like she'll be
Those
walking with us.
experiences.
She'll teach us like
God,
teaching
I
us. So
love
it was
that.
like, boom. So we did this shit. Like I was cooking in elementary school. So then she was like, okay. And then she was like, well, what type of pot you use? Like this is what, like that's how I know about cooking a lot.
Yeah.
That's an iron skillet. You know what I'm saying? That's a flat skillet. So she taught me like so much stuff. She taught me how to wash
She was
clothes.
fostering
like,
that independence.
yeah. So it's like. Basically, I know how to do a lot of shit. Like I tell people, it's like she always explained behind it because she was just like, and then she like you tell like a woman, she's like a woman ain't supposed to do everything for a man. Like a man should be able to help a woman. She was like, so I'm gonna teach you like these skills so you can hold it down on your own. But at the end of the day, she was like, a household should be like, yes, a man leads, but a man
One-sided,
leads like
yeah.
you know what I'm saying, like with leadership. So if you don't know how to do these things, how can you lead somebody?
Come
if you
on
don't know how to
now.
wash dishes, how can you lead somebody? If you don't know how to clean the house, how can you lead somebody? If you don't know how to decorate. How can you lead somebody? And it's like when you young, you don't get this shit, but when you get older, it's like, damn,
It makes sense.
It makes perfectly good.
And that's
you know
the
what I'm
part of
saying?
raising a
Like sense.
man as a single
Yeah,
mother.
and so that's why I say like it all
That's
depends
the
like how
advantage.
they teach them because people always look at me like, oh, you got everything, but it's like I know the ethic. Like all my niggas say, like nigga, I work for everything I got.
Yeah.
That's what I was taught. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, but then, like, that's just how it goes. That's basically all I'm saying. Like, it all depends, like, how the parents teach them, because it's just, like, it goes into that, too.
Obtain and maintain.
And sometimes people be like, oh, why do you talk to your kids like that? Because I'm going to explain life to them as I know it. You know what I'm saying? And whatever I don't know, I'm going to get somebody who's smarter than me that can tell them the right way.
Right,
You get what
right.
I'm saying?
Correct.
And so like y'all said, you have to, raise your kids in the way that they should go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And when they depart, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You just hope
And
that
really,
they-
all you can hope is that the work that you put into
Put
them
it-
reflect in
reflects
their
on-
life as an
Amen.
adult.
Listen,
I just make sure I don't
Amen.
sugarcoat. I can't sugarcoat.
I
my
can't
children.
either.
And
And,
plus,
I
and that's
can't-
a, and that's
we
a
all have
good thing.
kids.
What do
And
you
that's a
mean
good
by
thing.
that?
because I'm honest with them.
Okay.
the God honest truth.
Like,
And that's a
I'm-
good thing.
I
And that's a
am
good
honest
thing
with
because
them.
the world's not gonna be
Because
honest.
I
The world's
promise you,
not
'cause
gonna
people used to
sugarcoat things.
hide shit from me.
Yeah.
And then when
yeah.
I have to figure out on my own, like I'm like,
it-
no,
yeah.
if you go down this road, this what the hell you gonna get?
Exactly.
Like I'm not gonna no. And they're like, you don't need to talk to them about that.
Explain
No, they
it.
need to
They
know.
need to know.
Explain
Yeah.
it to them, but let them make their own
Right,
decisions.
right. I'm gonna let
You
you,
put
know
them-
now,
you
but if
put-
you go down that
instill those
road, all right,
values.
now, Daddy ain't coming to get you.
Yeah.
I'm just
You
being
instill
honest.
those
You
values.
see what I'm saying?
Because
So
really,
who's there helping you? You are. All right, damn it. So
Right.
go down that road, it won't be me. It's gonna be the damn devil. So keep on. For real, bro. I don't hide nothing from them when
But
it
that's
come
why,
to.
like, I fuck with you on that shit, though. That's
to the
why
path
I
of
feel
life.
Like, bro, like, I fuck with your parent, like on some for real G shit. Like even though I be trying to say my little niece and nephew sometimes, but that's just the sucking because you like Corey, when you get daughters, nigga. That's gonna be saying like Corey, I get what you doing, bro, but you like nigga, when you get a daughter, nigga, you got to be just like this. It's like I soak in that shit from you because it's just like this nigga know what he talking about because he got motherfucking kids. Cause me, you know me, I always got a heart for some shit, but you know what I'm saying? It's just like how you be teaching your kids, like you tell them the whole car, like you ain't no crazy with it, but it's like you just keep it real, like you do this is gonna happen. And like what I appreciate about it most is like, and if you do this, nigga, don't count on me, but you real. You know what I'm saying? Like some parents they don't say that shit.
No, I gotta let
Nothing.
you go. 'cause
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Now you in the gym. Exactly.
Because it's
You know what
going,
I'm saying?
but that saying's gonna be in the back of their head.
Yeah,
It's like,
stop them from
it's like,
doing it.
damn, like like I don't. This ain't a good choice because Daddy he ain't gonna come. Like he told me, you fuck up, you gotta figure
My
it out.
parents didn't tell me no shit like that, so
Yeah.
I always assume if I fuck up,
Cause I ain't
They
gonna
was
lie,
gonna
that's the
save
man
you.
part of it. Cause I ain't gonna lie, my mama was like, nigga, you do this shit, I ain't gonna be there. But mama always gonna be there. At least the mama I got, you know what I'm saying? Cause like I said, me and my brother not today. So the type of shit my brother got in my mama, I ain't fucking with you doing.
But I do believe
Then next thing you know,
experience
this
is the
nigga fuck up
best
with this shit
teacher.
to do it. Then you know what I'm saying? She right there. So
Yeah.
it's just like,
that's just like when my dad wanted that for that time I got locked up.
yo, you
I
said
called his
that-
number so fast. I'm like, Daddy, they trying to lock me up till Monday. And he was like, oh, well, shit, I'm at the card game. I'll see you Monday.
what?
Nigga, like, I'm in there with handcuffs on the speakerphone like, this nigga hung up on me.
snorted.
Hung up on me. I'm at the card game. I'll see you Monday.
Baby.
Bruh, they was like, bro, for real, they was like, well, you got anybody else you can call? I was like, shit, I hope my mom at home.
That's funny.
She answered the phone. I was like, Mark, can you come get me, please? And I ain't trying to sit here all weekend. This is the first time I'm going to jail. So I'm like, hell no, I don't want to do this. Right when they about to put me in the car, she pulled up. That's my mama. That's my mama. She saved my life that day, boy. I'm telling you, like, your mama gonna always come rescue.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
But that's how I feel. I ain't gonna say
That's
you
that
always do, but,
that's that
but y'all
nurture.
do that. Y'all will
That's
say
the
something.
nurture.
And listen, hold on,
That's
let me
that
finish too.
nurture.
Okay.
I say the same shit, but I've got that soft heart for my daughters.
Yeah.
Well, I'm like, man, I ain't giving y'all shit. The next thing you know, I do
Girls
it.
are different.
And that shit is
Yeah,
hard
girls
sometimes,
It's
bro.
like J-Dub boot camp.
I ain't, look.
What's J-Dub boot camp?
Okay.
What is that?
My daughter on punishment. But I ain't start the boot camp yet because she has nationals. So I said I don't want to start it yet, but she going to my boot camp.
On the phone, so I was like, yeah, nigga, I'm about to have her goddamn running laps around the motherfucking neighborhood.
She thought it was okay to skip class and shit. We ain't playing all that. You know what I'm saying? You're a student athlete. We're not doing all that. You think you run things? No, you don't. So we going to J-Dub boot camp. But I said when I talked to the coach, I was like, they got nationals coming up. I'm gonna wait. Be patient. But she gonna fill out. She didn't want to go to weightlifting class. And I'm like, you need to do that for your sports. You know what I'm saying? But you want to be around these little fat girls now. We going J-Dub boot camp coming.
But that's part of being young.
He said something because I told him that I was gonna get off work because I worked at the bar.
But do you teach its consequences behind those actions? That
Right.
You teach
But I told Corey I was gonna get off work that night because I was so mad, bro. When the teacher told me she was skipping class, she was still in school. I thought she was leaving school type stuff. But either way, he was like, "Yeah, man, da da da." And I'm like, "Corey, man, I'm about to have her ass. I'm about to get home about 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm gonna wake her ass up and have her jogging laps around the damn neighborhood in front of the car." Cause I was so mad, bro, because she lied to my face and told me she hadn't been skipping. You know what I mean? So I was pissed. I don't play that. Don't lie to me.
You got that phone call?
Of course. They called it. Your daughter was absent for
Right.
one or more periods.
Right.
What you mean absent? Hello? Yeah, what your school called me talking about? I was there, Daddy. I was in the gym. Hold on, let me see what class. I called everybody. Yeah, he called me.
Was she there or not?
He was like, yeah, she was there, but she wasn't in my class. She was in the gym.
So
she's
she
gonna be in
won't
the
there.
weight room. So
But
okay,
that's technically
she's
she
been
won't
doing this
there.
multiple times, but I've been putting her present because I go look in the gym. She with the PE class instead of the weightlifting class. I'm like, no, you
See, he
for
was
weightlifting,
inhibited that
take your ass to
behavior.
weightlifting.
She signed up for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
So
she
that's
already
the
did
commitment
PE.
that
You
she
can't do
did.
PE twice. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So she got to do something. And you, either way, you need to do it. Your coach told you to do it. Everybody done told you. The whole school looking at her like, go, Jay. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you fucking up, girl.
Weightlifting
And the
was
fact
hard
you
to get
fucking up
in.
'cause you
I
lied
was
to me.
Weightlifting.
Like I told you, I don't lie to them. They say whatever. Daddy ain't lying. I ain't lying, bro. I don't like sitting there lying to your face. Like that shit's.
If you
that
do
bothers me.
something that you know you gonna get in trouble for, you better tell me before they tell me.
That part.
Because if you don't, you're gonna get in more trouble if they can get to me before you do.
There you go.
I tell him
That's
that every
black
time.
parenting.
When he called me, he'll call me like, "Mom, you gonna get a call today? Why? I did this, I did that, or this happened, that happened." Okay, so when they call me,
You already
they
know.
tell me,
You're
"Yep."
prepared for it.
And it's thank you for letting me know. I'll handle it. Simple as that. But I think maybe one time they called me before he did, and I had an issue with that. But then, nah, not really, because he got into a fight in the bathroom at school, and this was a little boy he had got into a fight with earlier that year. And when I asked him why he do it, he was like, "Mom, to be honest," he said I was still holding on to some animosity. I had to let it go because the first fight he lost, that pride, okay, that ego, that little boy. And so when he told me that, I had to. I couldn't be mad because I'm like, you know what? That's
Because
it was a very
Proud
human.
father moment.
Yes, it was a human answer. He said, "Mom, I was still holding a grudge. I just had to get it off. I had to get it off. I was
Versus,
still holding a
I don't
grudge."
know.
And
Right.
that's the
I don't
real
know.
thing of
And
it.
so when he told me that, I said, "Well, damn, I couldn't even be
You can't be
mad
mad.
at that."
You can't be mad.
But he
that's why I
did get
tell my
suspended for
students,
like
just tell
2
the
days, and
truth.
I said,
You gonna get suspended,
okay.
but yeah.
I said, Jabril, like that's cool, but next time we're gonna control our emotions. We are not letting ourselves go beyond at that point. But this your first time. It's cool. I get it. You know what I mean? Like I understood it. Instead of fussing, you gotta be this perfect. No, he's growing. He's learning. He's gonna have experiences where the first time ain't gonna be the best decision, maybe.
And he's in middle school.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Eighth
He's,
grade.
This is a very trying.
he's going to eighth.
Okay.
Late
This is
birthday.
a very trying time.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
transition.
That's when we
from-
start
it irritates me
transitioning.
so bad.
around-
That's, that's the
But-
age I work with. So you know
Okay.
that transitional stages. That man, the psyche of them kids is.
Listen, well, that's why I tell him, I make it my duty to continue to be a safe place for him. I let him know, like, look, I don't expect you to tell me everything. I know that there's things you're not going to tell me, but when it matters most, I need you to come to me. Especially if it's mental or emotional, you better come to me. Like, don't try to do it alone because you don't have to. I can help you get through it. I can help you understand it. So then you know what to do if you are faced with having to go through something like this again, maybe in a different scenario. Then you can say, I did this before. My mom, I remember. My mama, you know what I'm saying? But if he doesn't come to me and he tries to deal with it alone, that could ultimately lead to the emotional issues, the mental issue where, you know, people start having personality disorders and anxiety and depression, all of that, because they generally they don't know how to handle or articulate their emotions. They don't know how to name them so that they can acknowledge them.
Right.
Nobody's teaching them that. They just know that they feel so much, but nobody's helping
Hearing
them
them.
understand them.
Right.
Right.
I help my son understand those feelings.
Right.
So, you know, it's okay to sit with him. It's not going to feel good. I ain't even about to sit here and say it's going to feel good.
Right.
But it's okay to feel them. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to be angry, whatever. But we don't stay there. We pick ourselves up. And I'm going to teach you how to do
I done
that.
said this
Yeah.
a million times.
Grow up in an environment, the way that you like nurture your child. This is something that you learned on your own.
This is something I learned on my
I was
on my own
because you come from a
because
very
of a
healed
chaotic
like you come from a
That's
very
why I
healed
said-
place.
And I had nobody teaching me,
You made
and
my
I
point,
had to make that choice. Do I want to be a product of my environment, or do I want to be something different? Do I want to see what more I can become? And I've always made decisions that ultimately was hard for anybody to make.
And that's why I had said like,
No,
Oh, you just-
single mom,
Okay.
6 kids,
and that's why I had
all
said like
boys.
some
I'm
of
the
us grow
baby,
up.
the only girl, and the twin. I'm a twin to a boy.
Yeah, that's why I said some of us grow up like wanting to give our kids like the shit that we never had. That's why I asked that question. You know what I'm saying? So
Honey,
that's-
I'm giving myself and my son shit that I never had.
exactly.
You know, but I gotta give it to me first before I teach him how to do it. And that is a very, very hard pill to swallow in order to be able to do that
Yeah.
as a single parent.
First of all, being a single parent and having to deal with your own childhood trauma is I applaud you for that.
Thank you.
I definitely applaud you for
it's
that.
It's not easy. But
Cause
be
it's
done.
not easy at all, and a lot of ways that I got through some of the stuff that I went through, cause I had childhood traumas too, and to have to raise 3 kids on my own, you know, a lot of my childhood traumas came up in like with them in my
Yeah.
face. You know what I'm saying?
And every time that happened, you right in that very moment, for the first time ever in your life, you had to make a decision that you never made before. That is hard to grow while also teaching.
Yeah.
It's hard to do, and not everybody is. Well, everybody is capable of doing it.
Yes,
not
they
everybody
are.
wants to do it. So anybody that makes the decision to do it, such as you,
It's a mindset.
Kudos.
It's a
Yes,
mindset
yeah.
that you gotta have first and foremost. You just gotta. To me, I just try to put God first. You know what I'm saying? Cause I'm already knowing without God, baby, I ain't gonna make it.
nope,
I ain't gonna make
nowhere.
it. I ain't gonna make it.
Honey, that's your foundation.
Yeah, of course. And I try to teach my sons the same thing. Like, they might not, they go to church whenever they want to. I don't even press that issue on them. I go to church, but you know, the church that I go to, it's something about that they don't like.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna pressure them to go to my church. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I still put the fear of God in them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like the Bible say, train up a child in the way that they to go. So I train them up the way that they should go.
Yeah.
And I just give them the string.
Mm-hmm.
You got to figure life out on your own. I could tell you which way to go. I can give you the blueprint.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you got to have your own relationship with
Yeah.
God. You got to have your own love for yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I try to teach my sons to love their self and think higher than what most black men would think. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, with my kids, I always feel good, like, when people come to me and be like, you did a great job with your kids. You know what I'm saying? And, like,
And
I
we
feel
forget
like
that.
if you know someone is being a single parent and you see them doing something good or you see them doing something positive, you should definitely give them those affirmations or let them know like you're doing a great job, because so
don't
many
know
times
that
we
until
don't.
Somebody
But
says
I-
it.
So
We
many
don't know that.
times I've been like in my own head because I'm an overthinker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I have no other choice. It's just me. I'm an overthinker.
Yeah.
And so when people come to me and say, teachers, coaches, like different people in my family come to me like, you're doing a great job, and it like bring me to tears because in my head I'm doing a shitty job.
I feel the same way.
You
I
feel
But
me?
that means
Like
what you
I
are
could be
trying
doing
to
better.
do, what you
doing.
think
That's what
you are
I
trying
think.
to do,
You
you're
always-
doing.
But it
It's
ain't
showing.
you ain't even trying.
It shows through the
You doing.
kids
Yeah.
because
we
they're
don't know that, bro.
respectable
We really don't.
when they outside of that house.
Yes.
You ain't
Let
got
me
to
tell
worry.
you,
You
I
ain't
don't
got no
never have
worries.
to
You
worry
ain't got
about
to
my
worry.
sons because I already know they're gonna make a good decision.
Yeah.
That comes with the confidence and the
That's the
values
way
you
I
teach.
raised
Right.
them. Like, don't be out here making stupid decisions. And like you said, I keep it so real with them. They don't got no other choice but to be real about the situation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I try my best. Like, so far, my 18-year-old, he's never been in trouble with the law.
He worked, don't he?
He worked, been
He work at
working since he
McDonald's.
was he don't work at McDonald's no
Oh, he
more.
don't. Okay,
He been working since he was 14 years old by choice.
I love that.
He wanted to work because he seen his mama working, his
And
daddy
you let him.
making
That's what
money.
goes to show it starts at home. You can't deny everything starts at home.
Right.
Facts.
It's
And this comes from a teacher.
the home
It
is your
starts
foundation.
at
Yes.
home.
The
We were
home
talking
is
about that
the
earlier on the phone.
foundation,
We was.
always.
It starts at home,
I
and
said
then
that
it,
all the time, bro.
You can't send your kids out here
Because
wilding to the school.
as
and
a
stuff
as
like
an
that. You know what
educator,
I'm
I
saying?
feel
Like,
myself doing a lot of, and not to take away from parents, but I feel like I do a lot of the
Parenting at
parenting,
school.
which in that term, like which is the nurturing, the positive affirmations, the teaching the values, because I see a lot of these, even kids that are very privileged that don't have these values.
They don't.
And that goes to show you that money doesn't make you have good ethics. I can't speak. Y'all know
Ethics, yeah.
ethics. Yeah, but it's principles. It's those values, and that's one thing as an educator that I do try to instill. Regardless, I do get slack for it because I have to be a certain way. But I'm like, I'm real, and I can't be
Yeah.
nothing else but real.
As you should
and that's
be.
and that's why 99% of my kids do admire me and look up to me, even kids that I don't teach independently. Every child, you've been on the phone with me, like every child, like Mr. Miko, like it's that vibe, and I don't mind doing it, but it's like I wish I saw more parents doing that. And to the parents who do it, I definitely give them their I mean, I because it's natural. Like I have to praise them.
Now, this
Like
might be controversial, but that's why I say that children are blessings when you want them, but they're burdens when you don't. And that shows in how your children show up in public, outside of the home, even inside of the home. It shows. And if others have to parent your child and do those core things that you should as a parent be doing, to me, you didn't want them. You didn't want them.
Well, that's not funny, but the other day at South Point, one of my coworkers was saying they was at South Point and seen this lady and had like 2 or 3 of her kids on a leash or whatever, right? You already know. You already know. Like, that's why I said. You already know.
We already know.
Look, we all grew up in
We
Chapel Hill.
already
We grew
know.
up in Chapel Hill.
So,
us three,
they
look,
had
I can't
to-
speak for y'all two, but us three,
Yeah.
we know
We already
this.
know.
We done seen this. I've seen
they-
this at school before.
They had them on the leash, but one child was acting up, and they seen her kick the child
Oh no!
and said, "Calm down." Now, if y'all seen something like that, you laughing. I ain't gonna lie, Lord. You know, I would probably fuck that lady up.
I
ain't
would
gonna lie.
definitely said
You
something.
kick
I
the
would
kid
have
like
like,
it's
are
a dog.
you? Is you
Like,
dumb?
I would have called. I would
said
have called the
something.
law, bro.
I
And I
would
don't like
definitely
movies
would've
like
said
that. You
something.
know what I'm saying? That was crazy work when they told me that at some point. It was at some point. But anyway, I just
That's
had to throw it out there.
crazy.
That when you had that fourth child.
So, can I ask y'all a
Go
question?
ahead.
Well, to the parents, what is your hardest?
Hardest part of single parent.
Yes, your hardest battle, or of being a single parent. Like, what affects you the most, or what makes you like sit down and be like, look, I gotta go to the drawing board, I gotta figure this out, and I gotta.
Healing and growing through my own trauma in order to show up for my son as a better parent overall.
Yeah, I definitely
That was
because
the hardest thing I've ever
I got a lot of
did.
pain inside of me, so I always push this shit to the back burner. You know what I'm saying? They have to act like everything is all right or whatever. But either way, like you saying, like I know how to deal with my shit. I do. But with my daughter, I just feel like I said, I don't know how to be a woman. I don't know how to be that soft. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how to be as soft as I want to be sometimes with them, and I try to. Or
You just gotta be vulnerable. You gotta allow yourself to have vulnerability.
Be okay with emotion.
Yeah.
I'm
Be okay
fine
with
with
feelings.
yeah. I definitely, like I told you, I don't sugarcoat nothing. I tell exactly how I feel. Everybody knows me about that, but it's more like
But you're more logical than you are emotional, and that's why you don't know how to connect with them. Emotion when they are coming at you with big feelings. They're girls,
and that's anybody. Honestly, like if somebody came to me crying, I'm like,
because you're like
shit. Like yeah, but I'm just like, but I go to people crying. You see what I'm saying?
Everybody don't have.
So I don't know how to deal
Can
with something
exhibit
like
empathy,
you know,
and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I mean, everybody's not.
So I can rub you on the back and tell you something, but I feel like I'm not doing that.
But you don't understand how they feel. Like you can't. And
but
that's
I do know how to put myself in other people's
shoes.
I do know how to do that, but I still don't know. Like it's like
damn,
what can I do though? You get what I'm saying? You can. I'm not the best at talking. Now, if you say if I feel like you need this or need that, I'll get that. I'll get that done. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of the time, people don't really want you to say much.
They just want you to listen.
They just need someone to
listen.
So you don't have to,
So it's like I listen to my daughter definitely, but then it's sometimes it's like I need to say something. You know what I mean? I need
don't know what to say.
So listen, when your daughters come to you and say something, you should probably come back to them and say, okay, you said this, and that. I understand it like this. You get what I'm saying? Like, explain to them how it's coming off to you, what they're saying to you.
Right. And if it's not right, so they can clarify
how they are feeling.
Right. That's right.
So then you can then that makes sense. I like that.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
That was good.
listen to what they're saying, come back to them and tell them, okay, this is what I understand about what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
Yeah, okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
because
I'll probably do
with
the
you
same
being,
thing.
and with you being a male and they being females, your understanding may not be their understanding because they're girls and you're a boy, and women and men think different.
Yeah.
And I, that's how I figured that out with my sons. Like, I be trying to tell them stuff, but I be telling them stuff from a woman's point of view.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So sometimes I have to go back to my room, think about what I said, and think about, how can I balance this out for them to
that's why I would go
understand
to a
where I'm
woman
coming from.
sometimes.
I'm about to say it doesn't hurt to have counsel,
Yeah.
and that's where that veil again. It circles back
To
to
the
having that village. It ain't just about the children being; it's parents too, because
Right.
like you said, there's no rule book or playbook to being a parent.
That's
So I might
right.
tell
So-
my grandma something, but really, my aunt would come talk to me about it. You know what I mean? Because she could deal with it better.
It's that counsel. That's
So-
that counsel.
But yeah, that's probably the hardest thing, I
A lot
guess.
of people say, oh, don't do that with
Dealing
your
with-
kids. I wouldn't do this. I wouldn't do that. Well, honey, you projecting. Because my kids ain't yours.
Right.
You do what works for
Exactly.
you and yours in your
And
household.
everybody is
I do
different.
what works for
Everybody
me,
different.
mine and
So-
mine.
Everybody
You have
is
to come
different.
from an
Yeah,
objective
there is
person.
no rule
You have to
there.
come
I
up
don't
from.
think there is a wrong way to parent, but
Definitely.
I don't think when you are genuinely trying, I don't think that there is.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not.
There's
No.
definitely not.
Different walks of life and different
Correct.
journeys. So it's just
Yeah,
like-
yeah.
So
Everybody
every
needs something.
situation will be
Yeah.
different.
But I
Yeah.
can say with all parents, there is a similarity, which is teaching that foundation, that right foundation,
Facts.
regardless of how you decide to parent, whether you're a gentle parent or not so gentle parent. Which, my personal opinion, I'm not super for the gentle parents.
I give
But,
the
you know,
best
that's
of both worlds though.
Like-
I'm just asking,
I
what you mean by right foundation?
Like, just to be able to navigate this world, like whatever, like good moral compass, like whatever your good moral compass is, that's what you instill.
Ultimate core value.
Your ultimate
Yeah.
core
Yeah.
values.
Right,
Like
okay.
any
I
business
just wanna
or
know
corporation,
exactly what you
any
meant by
school
that,
you
though.
go to, they have a mission statement and core values. And it's just, what does this mean for us? This is what we embody. This is what I want to spread to the world.
Because that's going to dictate
And if
how
you did,
operate
if you
in the
dictate,
world.
if you want to spread hate and envy and all that other stuff, guess what they gonna want to do? They gonna emulate that.
That's
correct.
right.
That's correct.
Like, I mean, that's
What a man
what you-
carry in his
Okay.
heart is how he views the world.
That's right.
That's true.
No, you right about that.
Mhm.
Definitely right about that.
That is so right.
'Cause I'm like, fuck the world. I'm a way better man than I used to be. I'm gonna say that though. I
But then
will
that's where
say
your
that.
counsel comes in and gives you different advice, and you think you get to think differently.
Right.
Just like when I come to y'all with problems, like y'all tell me things, and it gives me opportunity to think in a different light, vice versa. That's that
True.
part of having counsel, and that's the great thing that we can teach our kids is as they get older, they learn and navigate. Like one of the biggest things that I learned this year was about the mental health for kids. Was about them having trusted people who knowing they can go to, because sometimes a trusted adult ain't their parent,
Right.
and that's just real. A lot of parents don't want to hear that, but
No, that's like my daughter coach. I'm like, bro, get her to goddamn, get her to talk or say this because I know she don't want to say it because of my daddy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and it's just like, I kind of just, I'm a
sorry.
little tweet, so I just kind of forgot where I was leading with my point. It was a very good point. I'll come back to it when I think about it, but it was a very good, good point. But y'all stop, like, y'all ever been like, you in the
Of
middle
course.
of saying,
I jump in
so
there.
I kind of starts, they cut, not you saying cut me off,
you
but
lose-
No, I did. I did.
I was my ending point to that.
I
But
cut you
therapy
off.
does it changes it opens your mind to a different perspective other than what you are currently believing. It something to be, which can be eye-opening, which in turn heals your heart, because when you don't understand something and you come up with your own logic, a lot of the time it may be wrong.
Yeah, it's probably wrong.
Yes, it may be wrong. So when you go to therapy, they can then put words to the things that you think and the things that you feel, but you don't know how to
Right. And
say
that's why they
it.
give
You don't know how to-
exercises to do
right.
that.
But then when it makes sense, when it clicks, it's like, oh, okay. It's like an aha moment.
Yep.
And now you can then tackle the things that you've been doing in order to shift
Yes.
your outward environment at that
Yes.
point and the way you think, which also changes how you feel. It changes how your life looks
Yeah.
from that point forward. The people that you talk to, your daily tasks, the things that you do. Hell, it even increases your money a lot of the time, depending on how you relate to it or anything at that point. But a majority of the time, a lot of people's issues is relationships, maternal relationships, romantic relationships, familial relationships, like just relationships, period. Because that's what hurts us the most.
Yeah.
And that is where we carry a lot of the pain. That's where we carry a lot of stuff. So when you do get therapy, yes, it is very healing. It just changes your perspective. Because if you think of like a person who fears something, they look at everything as a risk. When you think risk, oh, that's scary. Oh, no. But when you think chance, it's more positive. It's like, oh, you think of the things that can come to you. You think of what you can gain. you think of the more positive things. So you change your perspective.
Words matter.
You change.
No one ever
There
said
you
that.
go.
Words matter.
You change your perspective. You change a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Change your
You
life.
do. Yep.
And therapy is my sons just started taking therapy this year, and like you said, you get that eye opener. I ain't even in therapy with them, but when I say by the time they got done with therapy and they came back to the house, it was just like my whole family was in tears. We talked about everything that needed to be talked about, and you know what I'm saying? And it's like, because the therapist is giving them that different avenue to be able to express themselves, they know how to now come back and express it. If they want to say something that they think is gonna hurt my feelings, you know what I'm saying?
It opens their mind.
They know how to navigate to say it where it doesn't hurt my feelings, but they are letting me know
palatable. It's
how
easier to
they
swallow.
feel about a certain situation. You know what I'm saying? And being able to sit there and listen to your kid tell you that they're suffering because somebody is absent in their life, you know what I'm saying? That's like the hardest thing that I've had to go through as a single parent.
Yeah.
That's what I was
Yeah.
about to
Because
say.
I'm-
Other end of the stick type shit.
Because I'm over here doing everything I can to make sure you don't even notice that parent is gone. You feel me? Overcompensating.
And that shit don't-
Overcompensating, it doesn't work. And when I say my feelings was so hurt that it doesn't work,
Yeah,
cause I'm like,
You
nigga,
trying everything in the book to make
Baby.
sure, but it's like ultimately they still see the gap, and then it's like, no, but I don't want you to see the gap.
right,
Like,
right. It's like you want to protect them
yes,
from that.
yeah,
It's
but
like
you
you
can't.
want to
Yeah.
protect them
It's
from
like
that.
You go to school, then you see like the kid that got his dad doing shit like this. So like you in elementary school, and then you see the dad show up and bring the, you know what I'm saying, his kid McDonald's and shit. You just like, damn, like
Where my daddy
Like,
at?
I remember
Where's
one
my
time,
daddy
like,
get
I
this
was
shit?
in middle school,
Protect
like
them from.
dead ass. Like I just asked my mom one day, like she was sitting at the table eating dinner. I just asked, I was like, Mom, and she's like, well, I got a real question. Shit, I was like, yo, like, why my dad never want to see me? And like that's when I knew, like I knew that was like one of the hardest things.
I know that
She
triggered
had
her.
no
I
response.
know
She
that
just
triggered
looked
her.
at me dead in my
Speechless,
face,
Cause she-
speechless.
She ain't had that. That's why you was like, what's the hard thing growing up? I was like, I know, like not having the answers to like your kids'
The
questions. And
questions.
that's, like,
Oh
one
my
thing I always
God.
claim in my house, like, why my dad never want to see me? I'm like, what did I do?
That's
And
why
she
I
just looked at
apologize to
me.
my
She ain't
son.
had like no answer. You feel what I'm saying? So
Oh my god, that hitting like that
you know
down.
what I'm saying? She ain't
I
had no
apologize.
answer.
And a lot of adults
And
do
it-
not apologize to their kids.
Listen, my son
I
was
thought I
young
was
and did
crazy.
that, and I was like, boo, you're not gonna understand this, but let me tell you something. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I've
that
had to
I did not choose-
apologize.
I didn't know. I was, you know what I mean? It's not fair. It's unfair. Just know, like it's.
I'm
don't
trying
blame
to be
yourself
better.
For nothing.
Yeah.
It ain't your fault.
Yeah,
Nope. But I probably, and I was like, you're not gonna fully understand the extent of this apology until you get older.
Yeah.
But when you do, remember this, please.
yeah.
Because just know, I know that day is coming, baby. And when it do, know that I'm so sorry. I'm
Because
sorry.
when my when my oldest son was younger, and then I had two that was in Pampers at the same time, having to be the go-to person for all of these people, plus myself, it was like a lot. It was overwhelming sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And so sometimes I might react a certain way, and then later on I gotta go back and apologize and say, I'm sorry
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
yelling at y'all. I'm sorry for the way I said it. I shouldn't have said it like that. I should have said it. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Please forgive me. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of parents, especially black parents, they don't believe in apologizing to their
Child gotta stay in
kids.
a child's
But
place.
it's
But
like
these
growing
children
up,
are
they
going
can't
to
be
be adults
adults
one
soon.
day. You need to speak to them as if someday they're gonna grow. Okay, like you can't just talk to children any kind of way, and that's why when kids get older and they cut their parents off,
the parent be like, well, I ain't did nothing to him.
Right.
Of course you're going to say that because you didn't get it done to you, honey. You did the doing.
Yeah.
You can't tell somebody how to feel.
Right. That's
Most
right.
of the
Try to
time,
respond to
I tell
you,
people,
like
it's
that.
you basically repeating the environment that you grew up in. And
That you
sometimes
grew up in.
Exactly.
you don't know it until
And you
you
make
go
it actually
to
make,
therapy.
you can make it
Like
worse.
dead serious, like you had said,
have-
you don't know it till you go to therapy because it's like growing up, that's all you know. So it's like you say you want to do better, but you ain't been shown nothing better. So when you going out there doing stuff, you're really just doing.
Can I get
You know what I'm
a
saying? You're just doing what you grew
refill?
up in, like for real, for real. Oh God bless. Oh, thank you so much. Yes.
Quick intermission.
I was contemplating. I was low key
Quick
contemplating.
intermission for this refill. Yeah, you good? We good. We always do this anyway.
Nah, but it be like that though, for real, G shit.
It's
And
still
like,
recording, right?
Yes.
Okay, we in there.
Like, it just be like that though. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of parents don't apologize, but it's just like, cause I ain't gonna lie, growing up, my mom didn't apologize a lot, but it was like it took me going to therapy because I remember on one therapy session I was just telling him like the stuff we went through, and then he was just like, man, he was like, all you really know how to do was like is to work and like perform, but he was like because most of your life, one thing you lived in was survival. He was like, you're really just learning how to live, but you know how to survive. And when he said that, I was like, damn, that's my mama. Because like she raised 2 kids by herself. So she was basically, like you said, ain't no blueprint of parent. So it's like she's surviving after a divorce, trying to make something of herself so she can make some damn money to take care of her kids. Go. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like you can get no breaks. Like moms don't get, single parents don't get no breaks. They don't get no timeouts. You know what I'm saying? They don't get no okay, here go week to yourself. It's like, nah, like you in this every
day.
Waking up. So it's just like one thing that's on your mind, like I guess because I got a good mother. It's like one thing in her mind is like making sure her kids like are somewhat decent. They can go to school, you know what I'm saying, get an education or do what you can to get the best education. It's just like you ain't got time to like properly analyze things as if people would when they're in healthy situations having a 2-parent household. Like, okay, I need some time for me. Like most single parents, they ain't got time for parent. They working. Thank you so much. They just like working. My mom was just working. You ain't got time. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like they ain't got time to learn themselves or be like hold themselves accountable or like analyze themselves because it's like every day it's a new goddamn story.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Including like if you got one kid is good and one kid is just adventurous as a mother, it's gonna be a new motherfucking story. My house is a new damn story every motherfucking day. Carrie did what? You know what I'm saying? Or like, you know, that's how it was. So it's like, damn, I got one kid is chill. And this other mother, he jumped off the porch, Action Jackson. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, I can tell, it's like you had said, one kid you got to come to this way,
Yeah.
another kid the other way. And everybody's like, oh, your mama love you more. Like, no, nigga, like, she treat you just the same way. My brother was a wild ass nigga. Like, that was just him, but that's how that shit go. He was. Everybody knew my brother was a wild ass nigga, bro. It's facts. Facts for the
Who's
motherfucker.
older?
My brother, he 3 years older than me.
Mm-hmm.
My brother 3 years older than me.
That's why I said that's crazy.
And
That's
How
why
much older you your brother? 3. For real. That's crazy work, bro.
That's why I had said. And that's why like when we be talking
That
stories,
shit crazy.
shit just be lining up.
Look, me and this man brother is, I swear they just alike. You know what I'm saying? And me and him more like, you know what I mean? Cool. Well, I ain't gonna lie, I'm a wildfire. I was.
Me and my
I done
brother,
calmed down.
night and day
It's just
difference.
like when we talk about our brothers, it's like we kind of got like the same type of.
Our brothers ain't shit.
Yeah.
Not too much on my cousin.
Look, I
though.
wonder
Not
if
too much.
my brother said that about
Hey,
me.
I love my brother, but we all know. We all know. You know
But
what
see,
I'm
the only
saying?
difference
He
I'm
could
the
be
oldest,
he could be better, you know.
Yeah.
So
And I'm
the
praying that
street.
he
I
is
try to-
being better. I will say that.
I hope I lead by a good example for my younger brother.
Yeah.
You know.
And my brother did do that shit, and then he jumped off the rock of the goddamn.
Yeah.
And then I thought it was okay to follow his footsteps, and I was like, and then I realized, hell no,
And then
boy.
when you realize, like,
Hell no, where you going? I ain't going there. You know, I don't knock it. I don't knock nothing, you know, but it's just like I said, my brother told me the other day on my birthday, bro, I'm proud of you. You a good father. Nigga, I cried. My brother don't talk like that to me.
Yeah.
For real. I don't hear no shit like that from him.
Yeah.
That made me feel great.
If it made you feel great,
Hell yeah.
because ultimately, I mean, you may not want to admit, but you still have that look up to him.
I want
Like,
him to be, you know,
I know you have it,
want
yeah.
older people like, you know,
Yeah.
I don't have my parents. So I like, bro, you want somebody like that proud of you or whoever. Shit, anybody proud of
Yeah,
you.
that's how it
You know
was
what
with
I'm
my
saying?
brother. This type shit. Like, after he got shot, you know what I'm saying? Come back home, and I was in school and came back home and shit. And then he was just, I remember one time he told me, he was like, because I told him, I was like, man, you was that nigga back in the day. Like, I mean, like, I was cool, I was a popular nigga, but my brother was like, you know, he was just that nigga due to the shit that he did. So then he just came to me, he was like, yo, because that was when I came back home from school, and we was doing that music shit, and we got that little goddamn record deal and shit,
Yeah.
and he was just like, nigga, you didn't took. I remember he told me that we was high as hell. The nigga was like, nigga, you didn't took the baton, nigga, and you gone, nigga. He was like, you next, and I'm like, hell yeah, nigga. That's all I want to hear your bitch ass say, nigga.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? Because he was just like, nigga, I taught you what the fuck to do, and he was just like, you became yourself, and he's like, you ain't become me. He was like, nigga, you just your weird wild ass self, nigga. He was just like, your ass got a baton, and he's like, run, motherfucker. That's why I used to say, he's like, nigga, y'all niggas on up next. So like you said, when you get that validation, it's like. Hell yeah, nigga, like, now I'm my own person. I ain't gotta, like, live behind your shadow. Because, like you said, your brother was probably my brother's probably. So it's like, oh, when people are telling me, it's like, oh, you carry a little brother. It's like, bitch, I got a name, motherfucker. You feel what I'm saying? Like, nigga knew me. But then it's, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But after a while, it's like, now niggas like, oh, that's Corey. It's like, yeah, like, now, nigga, I got my name type shit, nigga. You
My
know what I'm
brother
saying?
said
Like,
me. A lot of their friends didn't even know they had a sister.
And you said you a twin.
Mm-hmm.
that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild.
And I say, well, I don't take care of him, but he lives with me. Like, cause he's we're different. He's schizophrenic, so he's never worked. And let me see, my mom passed away like 2 years ago. So when she passed, I took over pretty much everything. And so now I am like the sole provider for him and my son.
Your son.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like I got 2 kids. It sort of.
You're a good woman for that. 'cause a lot
I
of
was
people
just
won't
about
do
to
no
say
shit
I
like that.
respect you so
Because-
much for that.
Right.
No, I was not finna. Because he
Yeah.
asked me. He's like, he asked me if I wanted him to find somewhere else, and I was like, hell no. I was like, mommy will roll over 8 times if I let you go. No, you gonna stay here. Like yesterday, he was just like, okay, and he's been with me.
Right, because
Go to the back.
hey, that's like go to the back.
Back no.
Nah, but what was I saying, Lord? I was about to say something. Oh, because I respect that because I grew up with my grandparents, whatever, and as I got older, like I had my children, but I still, took care of my granddaddy and things like that. And a lot of people, I've seen a lot of people like not wanting to do that, take care of their parents after they get older and things like that. I'm like, bro, they did everything they could for you, and you want to be the person to like just throw them in the rest home. You ain't doing shit no way,
Your life in a way that is really hard to adjust to when
It
it
is.
happens so fast.
But everybody got the same parents you got either too, so you gotta think about it. Sometimes you might need a nigga outside.
Well, you're right.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
right.
yeah.
But I'm saying, bro, now I got kids. I be like, damn, I'm getting older.
Oh Lord.
Now, when I get to that age, Jada, you gonna wipe my ass? Like, you know what I'm saying? For real, like, you got to think about stuff like that
Usually
sometimes,
your
bro.
the girls, you treat them right. Any
And,
child.
and
you
I
treat
say this
your
because,
children
not saying that
correct, they will not leave you
my
hanging.
aunts and uncles and dad and stuff like, but me living in the house with my grandfather, like I used to have to take care of him, do whatever, because I was there.
Yeah.
But I also had my own children to take care of, so I'm like, I'm running back and forth. I ain't got no damn car.
But you had
You
one
know,
hell of a granddaddy.
Of course.
Like,
But what I'm saying is, like, I had to get into it with my aunts one time because I was like, I ain't got no damn car. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't trying to be funny, but I gotta walk 30 minutes to go, do this, 30 minutes, whatever. Y'all can drive 5 minutes to come help him. You know what I mean?
The youngest one, that's what I thought about.
Yeah, I get it because I was living there, but it's like if I got other responsibilities, I need help.
Yeah.
And this is your father.
And it fell on you.
This is your father. And it was like, it made me feel some type of way because I'm like, why wouldn't you drive 4 minutes to do that for your father, but I'll walk an hour to do it for my granddaddy? You know what I mean? And if it was my daddy or my mama, I would have did the same damn thing. But a lot of people won't do that. Not just saying my family wouldn't. They just like, well, you there, go ahead and do it. But I had to like get on everybody. I was like, bro, we have to do this. You know what I'm saying? Not just me. Not just like, even with your situation, you know what I'm saying? Everybody should chip in to do anything. You know what I mean? For whoever took care of you. Now, if they didn't take care of you, fuck them. I'm just being real. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's my mama, but she didn't do shit for me. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Take
care of a great area space, though. You gotta admit that.
Well, when I'm saying take care, like, bro, like I said, you see what I did. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
like I said,
It
you
disrupts
different,
your
nigga.
life.
You feel what I'm saying?
It
'Cause it's
disrupts
just
your
like-
life, and if you are willing to accept that change,
Go to the
then
back.
yes, it is. It's take care. Like,
You only know what the fuck it is.
I don't,
because I definitely took care of my mom, and it was
Yeah, 'cause some
major
parents like took care
change,
of their
but
kids, but it's just like, I mean, I don't know. I done heard something like the craziest stories from like I don't even know, like just starting talking to certain folks. You feel me? Because it's just like some people was taking care of, and then like the way they was taking care of traumatized the hell out of them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not putting nobody business out there and stuff. So it's like when they get older, it's like some people feel the type of way. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just like growing up. Like, yeah, you can say you took care of me, but at the same time, it's like, I went through hell. And you know what I'm saying? Like, or you won't dare. Or this happened to me. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, crazy scenarios. So it's like when they get older, like, that's why I feel like some people be like, man, I ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing nothing.
well, when my dad, y'all, my dad just passed away last Sunday.
I'm so sorry.
It did that,
sorry
but
to
that's
hear
the
that.
thing. Didn't hit like my mama hit.
You
I
said
love
it
my
was
daddy.
there, right?
I cared. My daddy, so he was present, but he was not available.
Active.
Mm.
Like,
He was present, but he wasn't available. There's a difference. Do you understand?
I
my
definitely
dad popped up.
understand.
There you go. That and so the emotional safety, the emotional attachment was not there
there.
because he never allowed me to feel. I never felt emotionally safe with him, so I never really got too attached.
That's how my
It was
dad
just as superficial as
Oh, that's my
meeting
dad.
somebody that you never made a best friend. If that makes sense, like.
Okay.
So when he passed, yes, I was sad. Yes, I felt emotions, but my mama hurt.
Yeah, 'cause she was
That
active.
broke. Yes,
She was active.
that broke. So it was like, well, I'm parentless now. I mean, because he was the last active parent, but it didn't hit like my mama hit. So
Yeah, I was talking to you about it the other day, like when my dad was on the phone, and I was saying he was like, and I was telling him, I was like, man, sometimes I feel like all I got is myself, and he was just like, you know, son, you know you got me. I was like, no disrespect, no, I don't, because I was like, when have you ever had me in my whole entire life? You feel what I'm saying? But it's like we having these conversations and we talking and we cool, but it's just like I told you, one person who ever had my back is my mama. You feel what I'm saying? Like I'm not trying to be rude, but you know what I'm saying? And that's why I say when people and people who even meet my dad, they be like, man, your dad, he cool, like he got a job, like he got, you know what I'm saying? Like he got a career. Ooh, I'm like, y'all can think all of this. No disrespect, y'all know you gonna watch no disrespect, but it's like, are you on there? You feel what I'm saying? When my
Like
brother
those
got
dads
shot,
that
like my
take
brother got
pictures
shot, like he
on
won't
Father's
there.
Day and be
He
like,
won't there.
my son and everything, when that's literally the only time you saw that motherfucker all year.
Yeah,
I
or it's like he
ain't
get that
call.
one picture and he be
Like-
crying like, this my son, y'all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like,
Like,
but
it's just
this-
like,
well,
and he
it's-
bragging like he the one who did this
But
shit,
you
but it's
ain't
like my
done
son
nothing.
came out good, but it's like,
It's a lot of mamas do the same
you know what I'm
shit.
saying? He ain't do nothing. Yeah, it's
Uh,
true.
You know?
Yeah, it's a lot of mothers that do the same
Yeah.
thing.
It's true because like that,
It
like and that's why I had said I heard some wild ass stories because like I had said it's just crazy different journeys. It's like I think to infinity and beyond about my mama. Then you
Yeah.
come around something like I've been seeing women raised by their moms like yo they're like fuck my mom. I'm like
Mm-hmm.
what the fuck? I'm like shit my mama.
Again, they were
Listen.
present, but they were
You know what I'm saying?
unavailable.
Like, yeah,
Listen.
you know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
I'm
it's
like
crazy.
you.
It's crazy.
I lost my mom too, but I just lost my mom in January, and I feel like you said, my father, he's still living, but
Yeah.
I already feel like, you know,
Yeah.
my parent, my life is gone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's the person who raised me. That's the person who loved me. That's the person who went above and beyond for me.
Yeah.
Made a way out of no way for, like, she really was my kid's other parent.
Yeah. Always.
And that's
yeah.
that's why they're in therapy, because they lost their grandmother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And with them losing her, it brought up a lot of other stuff. Cause now who's gonna fill this void?
Has anybody asked
That
you how
fucking
your
part.
sons like have reacted to it? Because my son did not. My son was sad, but he didn't react the way I thought he would.
Sometimes that
And-
shit hit later.
It's going
But somebody told me this that helped me understand. They were like, "Well, because they had went to therapy and because they asked me how my son, felt, and I was
Right.
like, well, he said he was sad, but he didn't like cry or anything. He wasn't super upset, and I was like, I didn't understand it because it's not like he didn't know her. You know what I mean? But she said that when she went to her therapist, because her daughter did the same thing, that her therapist said that we lost our mom, they didn't lose theirs, so it's not gonna hit the same.
Right.
And it made sense. Why?
But, well, it just depends how
It-
you look
well,
at somebody. 'Cause
it wasn't a gut.
I was
punch,
raised by
okay?
my grandmother. When she died,
Oh,
I fucking lost my
lost
shit.
it.
Because
Yeah.
that was your
And-
mom.
Yeah, exactly.
You
Yeah,
know
that's
what
what
I
I'm
mean?
saying. So I guess you're right, but
But
you know,
see,
I
my
didn't get
mom
closer
was
to my
like
mama to my daddy
kid's
passed.
dad.
Yeah.
Right.
You get what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, I'm their mama, and she was damn near like their dad.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
You
wasn't
know
close
what
to
I'm
my
saying?
mom at
So-
all until my daddy passed.
to
bro.
them, that
'Cause
was
she
like
was my
losing a
only
parent.
outlet after that
My
that I
daddy
felt.
stopped answering the phone when my mama died. I'm
Right.
hurt. I'm in my feelings because I only got one living parent. I just lost one. So I'm trying to reach and grab for anything to hold on to and pull it close because I just lost something huge to me out of my life. So I'm trying to grab onto everybody, bring that ass here. Let me hold you. Let me stay close to me. I'm calling my daddy for months. He wouldn't even answer the phone. Didn't call back. And I'm hurt. And I'm like, what the in order for me to find out what was going on, I had to pop up on him. He opens the door. Oh, it's you. Nigga, what?
I would have walked away.
What you mean? Oh, it's you.
Oh, it's
I
you.
ain't-
Bruh.
I don't even get
And
that.
that's
would've
why
walked
it
away.
don't hit the same.
But you know, the way you'll get your biggest blessing is forgiving people who
I've done you wrong.
I did. I seen him.
forgiving people who never apologize.
And my mama did.
That boy, that shit.
Cause
That's
you ain't
been hard,
forgiving
but
them
I've
for
done it.
them. You forgiving them for yourself. Cause if not, it's gonna have a hold on you.
But if you're hurting about it, you should definitely forgive them because, like, when you're holding on to unforgiveness,
you take that into the future of
it's
yourself.
it's like space in your chest. You know what I'm saying? So when you forgive them, you're pushing that to the side.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
You
it
know
really
what I'm
affects your
saying?
day to day, like how you interact with your friends, your kids, or whatever.
takes
it
your
may
power.
Be. Like,
It
it
takes your
does.
power.
When
It
somebody else
does.
has control over your feelings, day one, you don't have emotional intelligence. point
Correct.
blank.
That's
There
right.
ain't no-
That's
ain't no way
correct.
around it. You know
They
what I'm
got
saying?
you.
So what
They
you
got
said
you.
is like it's true, but I don't know. I learned that through therapy. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just
Right.
like it's just that real.
I don't know. I used to argue like a motherfucker. I'm hanging up. If somebody knows if I'm on the phone. But look,
Oh, yeah.
we getting to that point. You know what I'm saying? We getting to that point where we gotta shut it down. We gotta shut it down.
Yeah.
But this might have to be a part two.
Well,
of a lot.
Definitely
We have
need to do a part two.
You know,
This was.
I like this. I like this. I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you letting us stop through.
Final
know.
thoughts.
Yeah, it's okay. Are there any finals?
I do have
Oh.
final thoughts.
Jerry Springer.
I
I love Jerry Springer final thought.
I would just love to speak directly to the single parents. If you are a single parent, just know that God gave you this task because you were built for it. He only give his strongest battles to his toughest soldiers. And so he knew something that you don't know yet or that you're learning now, you know, what you're strong enough for. And my favorite scripture is Romans 8:28. All things work together. Y'all know the rest. But all things work together. So even the pain, the hurt, the joy, the happiness, everything that happened to you in your life is for a purpose. You just have to sit down and figure out what your purpose is. And when God allows you to be a single parent, you should feel, I ain't gonna say you should feel happy, but you should consider yourself blessed because I don't know about nobody else, but he always make a way for me and mine.
Always.
Every
Don't want
single day.
children, don't have them.
If you don't
And
want
let
children,
nobody else make you
strap
feel
up.
anything
I was say, if you don't
different.
want children, yeah, put on a condom.
put on a
Or
condom.
don't do it at all. You know
Or
what I'm
if you
saying?
do,
Like for
and
real.
you're still young, get to know yourself first.
That's
Learn
right.
who you are first before you have children.
I would suggest that if you want to have kids, to wait till you're older, because when you have
Be
kids,
married. I feel like being married.
Being married,
Before you
yes.
even think,
Being
yeah.
being married, yes, I definitely agree with that.
Then if you divorce, you know.
Not even that part. It's just like I said.
Sorry.
I believe, like I said, when it comes to marriage,
Yeah.
it's till death do us part.
Supposed to be, but unfortunately
look,
now, no,
I
it's
don't-
transactional. And
I
When
don't
I
give a
get
damn.
married, baby, you gon' I'm trying to tell you, bust you upside your head. It's gonna be death to us part.
Till death do us
Nigga,
part.
what?
Okay, but don't make it your end goal. Don't make marriage your end goal. That's all I'm
Any
saying.
promise I made to God, I'm keeping.
Yes, yeah.
So my final thoughts, I will say, like as a kid who grew up with a single parent, one thing I will say on some real shit, bro, like give your parents grace.
Yes.
Like
Come
I
on,
I will say that, bro. Like on some for realness, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just like they ain't gonna always like get it right. There is no rule book, and you know what I'm saying. Just seeing the thing, cause like my mom's one hell of a mom, and I love my mom to fucking death. You feel what I'm saying? But it's just like we had a real talk, and I was like, cause it's hard to talk to her sometimes, cause it's like you'll tell her like what you felt growing up, and you could tell as soon as you say it. She'll get mad, and I tell her straight up, like, Mom, like, I'm not saying this to put you down, but it's just like at the same time, this is my experience, but I ain't mad at you because I was real enough to see what you was going through.
You
and was
understand
analyzing
now.
everything that was going on around you. So it was just like, I give you grace, but it's like, yeah, you did the best you can, but these are things that affected me. But when I say the things that affect me, I'm not saying you a bad parent. I'm saying this is just the outcome of like the situation that we went through. So for every single, you know what I'm saying, kid who got a single parent, it's like, yo, give your parents grace because they figuring it out like a lot of stuff. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and plus doing it on their own. Like, my mom ain't getting no handouts, or she won't like with no nigga tricking off on the side or no crazy riffraff shit. Like, she was really out here being a hard working woman, like raising two men to the best of her abilities. And it's just like, I don't fall off for no bad. So give your parents grace.
Yeah. Hey, thank God for her and this fan, because it definitely helped me out. I'm sweating.
Okay.
I felt that thing. Lord, what was I about to say, man? I was about to say something about single parent and final thought. I had it in my head. I'm sorry. You want to go ahead? You got something to say?
My final thought is continue to embrace and instill those unshakable values, for which those values will help seed and water a wonderful plant, flower, aka child, person, human in the future.
Okay, I think I was heading somewhere where like single parents, don't bash the other parent.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
we didn't even get on
Oh,
that.
yeah.
we did. That's what I said.
That's
We're
part two.
It's good.
We're gonna come back to that, another time
that's
for real
part
though.
two.
But don't bash the other parent, bro. Like,
In front of your
Pray
child.
for them.
do that because it's more like we all go through something, and I feel like with my daughter, I would let her see for herself.
Mm-hmm.
I don't ever want to, she ain't gonna do this or da-da-da-da. It's like she went to go live with her mom for like a year and begged me to come back. You know what I mean? Cause she know. You know what I'm saying? Daddy got you. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. But I like please don't bash the other parent, bro.
I've been on
Because-
both sides of that though.
Oh well, somebody's bashing you.
No,
Or you were bad.
Well, I was bashing the parent,
Yeah.
and now that I've grown and matured and got older, I don't do that
No,
anymore.
but
Right.
she was so angry.
And I get it because I've said the things, but it's not like I'm trying to say it to my children though.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying?
No, but
I'm
I've
like, fuck
said
that
the
bitch, fuck
things,
this, I don't give a fuck. She don't do shit, no,
We ain't finna start part two. So
But yeah. But I just want to say that. You're right. I just want to say that, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to have to get out of here. You got a last word? Did you say anything?
Yeah, I did
Okay, you did.
already.
Everybody said something?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We about to get another shot. You know what I'm saying? Until next time, bang, bang, give me the gang. We out.
Hey,
Out here.
Billy
Your
J.
This my life. I can only be one man. This my life. This my life. There's only one story I can tell, dog. This my life. 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 Shout out to the punchline rap.